Okay, all right. This is the Star Trek Discovery first two episodes, season premiere review. Now, straight off the top, I loved it. I loved it. I was excited watching it. That might be the reason why I felt the way I felt about it. But there's a lot of good talk about it. Critics loved it. It got, what, 8 million views on those first two episodes, which is good news. The special effects look great in there. I'm glad they did actually spend some money during each episode. I heard about how much it was. There were rumors at first that they had a really low budget for each episode, but you can see that's false. But I really dug it. It was definitely a Star Trek show. Now I heard some people saying online, on the internet, and in their reviews, it just wasn't Star Trek. It was fine. It was a great show. I was into it. I dug it and everything. It was just so different because they jumped right into war. And Star Trek is about discovery. It's Trek. Well, one of the crew members told Brennan that. You know, Lieutenant Brennan. They told her that. Like, what are we doing here? What is going on? We're Starfleet. We're supposed to be discovering things. And they were like in an all-out war. Now, first I have to get into this. Yes, there's a female lead. It looks like they have two female leads in these first two episodes. I do think it doesn't bother me. There's been female leads in a Star Trek series before. It really doesn't bother me at all. I don't care what anybody says. Yes, sometimes it feels like we're forcing the hype on females as leads in movies and television shows that are ran by females. Well, females are just being supportive. That's all they're doing. I mean, this is no different than most white people being supportive of their shows and their shows lasting longer, or the cancellation of their shows are actually put on the back burner, and then that actor in the show was actually getting paid over $1 million an episode. That's happened before. Now, if people of color want to support their shows, they got to do the same thing. You write in, you make yourself heard. That's how you get stuff noticed and build up hype to it. So if something's overhyped, whatever. That's the people. The people overhyping it. It's overhyped. Certain things, whatever. It doesn't matter. But I think the only thing that's going to hurt this is it being on CBS All Access. I do not feel like subscribing to another streaming service just for this show. But I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, I gotta finish watching this thing. But the CBS All Access, I hate this. Everybody's trying to start their own streaming thing. And everybody's like, hey, let's do our own, because if somebody else do it, they're going to get money. If you're already doing fine, you don't need to copy what everybody else is already doing. And then you already have Netflix, which is like in the lead right now, Hulu, Amazon. It's just getting out of control now. But back to the series. The first episode, there was a lot of talking and explaining things in like the first 15 minutes of the show. And then from then on, it's something that they discover because they're going through space on their trek like they are supposed to be doing. It was very much a Star Trek series to me. I felt like it was. But something they discovered ever since then on, the Klingons, it was just off the hook. Now let me talk about the Klingons. A lot of people were saying in the trailers, oh, why do the Klingons look like that? They look so weird. Yes, they do. They look different. But if you watch the original series, Klingons just look like dark-skinned Vulcans, to be honest with you. That's what they look like. And then in Star Trek The Next Generation, which came out when I was born into that series, you know what I mean? They look different there. You had Klingons with this almost, their foreheads look different. But yes, they changed from the original series, and in Star Trek Next Generation, they changed a little bit more in this one. So what? Get over it. But still felt like Star Trek to me. And then that's the thing about Trek series, man. Most of the other species are always humanoid looking. Well, the ones they have on the ship anyway, which makes sense because the ship is built for people with 2 arms and legs and stand upright. So it makes sense that the crew members will be that. But I would like to see, I always enjoyed when I saw other aliens in the show and they were not shaped like humanoids. I loved it, but it's just so funny. But I like a lot of these characters. I cannot remember everybody's name. Philippa, the captain who Brennan was working under. Of course, you know what I mean? We've seen her in things, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I really like her a lot. I like that actress a lot. But this series, it was cool. I was hyped watching it. And then when the first episode ends, you can't wait to see the second one. And then when the second one ended, I was like, oh, nah. I'll be back here next week to watch it again. Don't know how I'm going to watch it. Am I going to pay $6 a month? Maybe. But I enjoyed it overall. It was good. It was intense. Lieutenant Brennan, being a human raised by Vulcans, the only human raised by Vulcans, and went to their science academy. And you can see in some flashbacks how she was trying to keep her emotions under control. She's, Vulcans, they go off of logic more and they push their emotions to the back. They really don't have emotions like humans do. Spock is half human, half Vulcan, and then, she's completely human. So after spending 7 years with Captain Philippa, she's back to what she was when she was a kid. She's using these emotions and everything like that. But being raised by Vulcans is pretty cool. And then she has somebody, the Vulcan who raised her, to draw information back on logic whenever her emotions take over too much and she feels like I need a logical explanation or reasoning or some direction. I need that now. She draws on information from him. I like that. I mean, the show's just getting started. I liked it. Everybody else liked it. I hope they keep the momentum going. You can expect bad episodes in series. There's episodes that's not as good as other ones, but I'm really excited for this. I was so excited watching this. Yes, I'm a Trekkie, but there are some people out there that are way hardcore fans, more than I am. I'm not the hardest fan out there, but I am a fan. I grew up on Trek, so love all the movies. This reminded me a lot of Star Trek: The Undiscovered Country. I remember seeing that in theaters, and I thought it was going to be boring just because it was so much. It was a real political thing. But it was a good movie. It was a good movie. A lot of other people agree too. But anyway, that's my review for Star Trek Discovery. Can't wait to see the rest of the season. Can't wait to get into these new characters. And a little preview they show at the end of what's to expect from the rest of the series at the end of episode 2 was fantastic. It just built your hype up even more. You can't wait to get to this new captain, this new crew, see what Brandon gets into and everything like that. This looks fantastic. I can't wait to watch it. It was good. It was great. Give it a try. Give it a shot, especially if you love Star Trek. Anyway, that's all I got. See you next time.